The whole "this was all a dream" theory is one that I recall being tossed around somewhat liberally in discussion throughout Ark's run, in no small part due to the lighting choices the series has made. It's a sort of visual cue that's indicative to what a modern audience might expect from a dream sequence. Thus, it's pretty neat to actually see the theory get tackled in show, with all the subtlety of a flashy arc finalized. Yeah, this is not one of those prolonged character explorations which aims to tackle the dreamer's mindset from within a hypothetical what if. They nip it at the bud barely a third of the episode in, because, as I think I've mentioned here and there, this show's world building is actually really good. Ultraman Arc explicitly accounts for a lot of the stuff that you'd otherwise be willing to sweep under the rug. So, while Swede, yeah, she's back, tries to peddle how unrealistic this is and how the whole show thus far is clearly all just a fiction cooked up by a 7-year-old Yuma on the brink of death, Yuma spends the sequence like, no, this is all pretty consistent with what he knows, actually. That's not to say that the episode doesn't do any character exploration as a result of the premise being quickly truncated in this fashion, because it does. For starters, Skip's Hoshimoto branch are all on the same page now that they figured Arc is Yuma. But it's not something that they can really confront at the moment, as hot off the heels of Trigelos, another kaiju shows up, and Yuma, being who he is, tries to sneak off to fight it, resulting in one of the best real-time transformation sequences I think the franchise has ever done. I absolutely adore my real-time transformations, and Arc already sets a pretty high bar because not only are they all already technically happening in real time, they've also already played around with the formula, the most explicit being from the previous episode where Rution visibly defends Yuma mid-transformation. But this one, though, ooh, the characterization. Yuma limping forward in his weakened state, refusing to look back, but Rution does? These aren't two characters, but one superhero, and as a result, they've sort of compartmentalized the qualities of a hero between them. Yuma looks forward, while Rution literally looks out for the people that he is protecting. Yuma also clearly doesn't have much regard for his own well-being while his planet is at stake, so Rution glancing back also reads like he's promising the Skip team that he'll watch out for the guy. They don't win, even after all that, but it's also the penultimate episode facing off against the final boss. Speaking of which, Gel Baku. I know that some probably aren't too big a fan of how comparatively non-menacing it looks for a final kaiju of a series, but I think it's fine. It's pillowy, befitting the Dream Beast, and it's a lot scarier once it busts out the tentacles. Also, how cool is it that a superhero born of imagination fights a final antagonist, which is a monster that manipulates dreams?